morning, everyone. Welcome back to Connecting America. I'm Alisyn Camerata, and we are in New Jersey's Sunrise Diner in Roselle Park.
I'm Jim Rosenfield, and we have the man in the house today, the mayor of Roselle Park, Joe Signorello, is here to join us, have a cup of coffee, and also talk about the big race to our east in New York City.
Oh, come on, Roselle Park's the big deal here,
You're
not
right.
New York
Well,
City.
yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, where's that?
Thank you for having me, guys. Happy to have you here.
It's been interesting to watch. We were talking about this, the new Andrew Cuomo, in terms of his social media presence, because of Mamdani's ability to really capture the younger generation with his social media digital posts.
Yeah, he's started to kind of, I think, try to reach that like outsider status by being like throwing zingers and stuff on social media.
How's it going?
Not great.
And why? What's the problem?
I think Americans have a great BS detector, and they can tell when something's authentic. That's not what Cuomo's lane is, right? He's a statesman. He's been doing this for a while. He's obviously had some controversy. I think his pitch should be, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. The other guy, he's young. He's never had this responsibility. Be the adult in the room, and people respond to that.
Such a great point, Mayor, because Mamdani has really mastered the social media thing. I mean, that's what put him on the map in terms of how he was able to parlay it, much like AOC, I think, in that way. And that is generational, you could argue. So where are more established Democrats in terms of how they have approached Mamdani?
They've shied away from Mamdani, and look, I'm a Democrat, right? And I think obviously Mamdani is further left to a lot of America and a lot of Democrats. I do think it's a little bit of a flaw, though, to kind of hold him at arm's distance. He won the nomination. We are a party, and we should support our party. There's a saying, as a Democrat, I'm always jealous of Republicans because Democrats fall in love, Republicans fall in line. A little more unity, even if you don't love the guy, that's what being a party is about.
How much are people really paying attention at this point anyway? It's August, ahead of this race coming up in November.
It's funny. Living in the New York area, I actually think people outside of New York are paying way more attention to it than actual New Yorkers. People have their day jobs, and I think at the end of the day, it's a very local race that has become national. We're 330 million people. New York is big, but it's going to be a local decision. And I think, right now people are trying to make sure they have food on the table, not what Andrew Cuomo is saying on Twitter.
That said, as you know, I mean, there's a lot in cable news, primarily on the right-hand side, that are using Mamdani as a lightning rod to try to show that, that Democrats are so leftist. So current mayor, Eric Adams, is seizing on Mamdani's call to decriminalize prostitution. How's that going?
Oh man, first show we're talking about decriminalizing prostitution.
It's early, but not that early. Let's do it.
Get the man some coffee.
I would say on the scale of things, and again, I'm a 37-year-old pretty left-wing guy, I think the police have bigger fish to fry, right? I mean, on the scale of things, it's not something that's totally out of the ordinary for major cities. Like, people love to go to Amsterdam. It's a beautiful place, right? They've been the forerunner of a bunch of stuff, right? Legalized marijuana is no longer taboo in a lot of places of the country. Look, I'm also a good Catholic boy, so I'm not going to say I necessarily agree with the practice. I just think when we have drug dealers and we have, violent crimes, I think there's probably bigger fish
Other
to fry.
issues, homeless, the unhoused population in New York is a big issue.
100%. But yeah, I do think the right wing tries to make this mayor's race a big sort of lightning rod. But, I think there's extreme examples on both sides, right? I mean, Oklahoma, they're trying to have a Trump Bible in every school, right? Like, that's not something we constantly talk about. Oklahoma is a very right-wing example. New York's a very left-wing example, right? That's what the beauty of our country is.
Speaking of authenticity, Mamdani's been saying he's been having some conversations with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I mean, is that an effort to try to look, like it's
cool. Legitimacy. Yeah. I think talking to a former president is always good. I do think at some point, in America, sadly, we love to have these shining stars, and we love to tear them down at some point. I do think there's going to be some chinks in the Mamdani armor. And I think it's going to be when the rubber hits the road. I do think he's going to win, for better or worse. He's made a lot of lofty promises. Let's see if those Obama calls help him when he can't do free busing like he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Mayor, tell us a little bit about where we are right now, Roselle Park. What do we need to know? What do viewers need to know about your city here?
We haven't gone full on socialist yet, and prostitution is still illegal here.
Okay, good to know.
But you've been in office a long time.
Yes, 7 years now. We are 45 minutes away from New York. Or 30 minutes, depending on how bad NJ Transit is. This whole area has seen an explosion of growth. And tying back to New York, actually, they just haven't built enough houses. So it's super expensive to build in New York. People have, and again, millennials starting to have families later in life. They're moving out to suburbs like this, starting a family, but they still want access to their jobs. So, we're in a little bit of a renaissance here, and we're excited about it. And you guys are helping out. Thank you for being here.
Thanks
for having
Thanks
us.
for all the hospitality. What's your go-to breakfast call here?
We call it Taylor ham up in North Jersey, but it's a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. And if you say pork roll here, you get kicked out.
That's so funny because I'm from Monmouth County where they say pork roll.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to
You
create
started
tension
something.
here.
Wow, let's go. Okay, so good to know.
We'll keep it interesting. I don't mind.
Taylor
ham.
Taylor
Got it.
ham.
Okay, Mayor,
Cool.
thanks so much.
Thank you so
Great
much
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
Great
Yeah,
to
it's
talk
fun.
to you.
Awesome. All right, from New York politics, let's hear what people are talking about in some other parts of our country, from a chicken fight in Ohio to butter cow in Iowa. Take a look at this. This is Dayton, Ohio, where a local Chick-fil-A is putting some new rules in place for teenagers. Anyone 17 or younger, you got to have someone over the age of 21 with you.
Why?
You have to have a chaperone.
How is that fun? How is that fun to go to Chick-fil-A with your parents? No.
No, they're saying that they need this to keep their stores safe and enjoyable for everyone. This also happened in a shopping mall behind the restaurant.
This would have changed my misspent youth because all my friends and I did was go to the mall and
hang out,
or hang out at Friendly's. That was like our version of Chick-fil-A, and it was so great. That's where we just were able to go on our own.
You just needed like an older sibling to go with you, I guess.
Oh no, that would not have worked. I don't like this.
Kill.
I don't like this Chick-fil-A.
We could use some here in Roselle. Look, these kids are a little reckless nowadays. I'm pro chaperone, just for the record. I'm getting cranky in my old age. Yeah, gotta watch these kids.
But to go get a chicken sandwich, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Do you have a Chick-fil-A here?
We don't. But honestly, I got to tell you guys, they're so popular. I don't need that traffic here.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
they get backed up very quick. So
keep on. Teens say that it's not fair and that they're being targeted. I'm on the side of the teens. Chick-fil-A branch did not specify why this change.
All the corporate office is saying about this is the franchise owner put this policy in place that is unique to that location. We'll see if this spreads elsewhere.
Okay, next big news. Have you guys been to the Iowa State Fair?
I've not.
Okay, I have.
No.
I have. I interviewed former Vice President Mike Pence there, and they're famous for fried butter. Okay, so we have some images about why it's so famous and what's happening at the Iowa State Fair. So it attracts more than 1 million viewers. Ooh, what's this?
What is that?
Those are something.
That looks like that's the what? The bacon egg roll? No. That
fried?
looks like meatballs.
That looks like fried meatballs. Okay, but it's famous for its bacon egg rolls, like an egg roll, like a Chinese egg roll.
Okay.
But it's also all of its specialties, guys, are foods on a stick. So they have corn dogs. They have the fried butter that I talked about on a stick, pork chops on a stick, cheesecake on a stick.
Oh, I'm down.
I mean, but I'm not sure the gravity of that. Like, I need somebody to explain to me the aerodynamics of that.
You
need some samples.
You need like a doctor after that too,
You
man.
do need
They also, did you see butter statues while you were there?
I did. It's great. I mean, it's fantastic.
They're huge, right? There's one right
Look at
there.
how impressive that is.
Yeah, that is made of butter.
I don't think these things are legal here in the state of New Jersey. There's statutes against
it. Are you proposing a new statute right now?
It's a lot
to prevent cheese stick.
I want my residents to live long, and this should come with a defibrillator.
Yeah, it might. I like that.
First of all, it's a little too warm here in the East Coast.
That's right.
All right.
But it did win. We should just let you know that bacon egg roll that we showed. No. Oh, look at Wilbur. That's one nice pig right there.
Is that the champ?
I assume
pig?
so.
Yeah.
I assume that's the champ.
I did the Houston livestock show and rodeo when I lived in Houston, and you had to, talk about the champion steer, the champion pig, the chickens, because it was very important to the youth who were part of that whole part of the livestock show.
I got a little more information. What you just saw on your screen was the big boar.
Okay.
And he is 1,268 pounds.
Because he's been eating a lot of butter.
And he was obviously tired right there in the video that we just showed. He was exhausted.
All right, let's talk about this. What is the best frozen drink in Mississippi? The Food Network has named the Bushwhacker at the Blind Tiger in Biloxi as the best frozen drink in the state.
What's in it?
It comes in that souvenir cup, Alisyn.
Yeah.
It's got some vanilla. You got your vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
You got your coconut rum.
Oh.
Coffee liqueur on top of that. And then overproof rum. It's got a kick to it.
I see.
This I can get behind.
Yeah.
We should have. I'm ready for one of these.
Oh, I see.
I can get them custom made here if you want one.
Interesting.
Do they have a liquor license here?
Yeah.
Mayor's looking the
the
other
mayor
way.
can look away for a morning.
Your take on health is interesting, Mayor. I see some inconsistencies.
I think I gotta go soon. This is my
Wow. So that isn't just a smoothie. That's a serious alcohol smoothie.
With a kick. Yeah. I think we should try one.
I do too. All right, let's do that. All right, up next, we have some entertainment news, including The Breakfast Club is coming back to theaters because it's 40 years old. Remember the movie The Breakfast Club?
Oh, yeah.
How can it be 40 years old?
I don't know. And Jaws is 50 years old. I mean, what is happening? We'll be right back.
Okay.
We feel old.
We do.